guys, it is a lifting cardio core day today. Surprise! We're going to be working the chest today. So we're going to start with 30 seconds of cardio, then 30 seconds of a, 35 seconds of a lift, and then 35 seconds of a core. Most of the core stuff involves doing a plank. So if you need to drag over your box bench or step for these exercises, feel free to do so. We're going to start with a running high knee. So this can look two ways. I will be here. Okay? If you need to be here for this exercise, you can do that, or you can double hop for this exercise as well. We're going to go for 30 seconds, then we'll grab some medium dumbbells and do some underhand front raises for the chest, followed by plank shoulder taps from the floor, or from your bench box or step. So, go ahead, we're going to get ready for those running hands. And we start by timer. 3, 2, 1, go. 35 seconds. Stay tall in your posture. Pull your abdominals in. Get your knees up. If you need to drop the knees a little bit, you can. But do the best you can to keep them up. Halfway. Seconds. Then we'll grab some lighter dumbbells. I'm going to go with 12. 3, 2, 1. Grab some dumbbells. Palms face the front. Roll the shoulders down and back. 2, 1, go. Underhand front raises. This is also for time, so we don't have to count. Stay nice and tall. Pull your pelvis under. Keep your abdominals in. We are lifting the weights. We're not throwing the weights. 2, 1. Down to the floor. We're going to do a plank shoulder tap. So keep your hands underneath your shoulders, tap, and tap. 2, 1, go. Now, if this is too challenging of an exercise and you're not yet ready to pick up your hands from the floor, you can hold a plank here. You can do this from your knees if you need to. You can elevate from the box bench or step. Try to keep those hips parallel to the floor. Try not to shift in your hips. We have 5 seconds. 2, 1. On your feet, we're going to go into a star jack, a jumping jack, or a step jack for 30 seconds. 2, 1, go. That heart rate up. You can be doing a jumping jack here, or the step jacks. Three, 2, 1. Down to the floor. I'm going to keep my 12s. Push the dumbbells together. Push the back into the floor, arms straight, overhead pulls. Keep your back pushed into the floor. Keep your shoulders down. Halfway. Then we're going to go back to our plank. 2, 1, done. Going back to the plank. This time we're going to rotate the hips from side to side, like this. Dropping the hips, go. And each time I do this, I actually shift my feet just a little bit because they want to push back. And I want to keep my hands under my shoulders. Tuck your pelvis under. We're almost there. We're going to be up on our feet for the next exercise. And done. Squat hops, squat and squeeze, big squat jumps, wherever you're at. Squat and up. 2, 1, go. Point the toes and squeeze the quads. Quads right here on the jump. Sticking with the same weights, down to the floor, palms face each other, lower back's on the floor, arms go out. Go. And together. Push your back to the floor. Shoulder blades stay down. We're going to go back into our plank for the next exercise. But we're going to inchworm up. So we're not holding the plank. 2, 1. Into your plank position. You're going to start in plank, but then we're going to inchworm our way up and back down. 2, 1. Go. Start in your plank. Push it up. Stretch out the back of the legs, and back down. Get back into your extended plank at the bottom. So make sure you're coming all the way down. Don't arch the back. Get that back flat. Tuck that pelvis under. Hands underneath the shoulders. 5, 2, 1. On your feet. Cardio are burpees. You can step these out from your box bencher step, from the floor. You can jump them out and go. Halfway. I'm going to grab some heavier dumbbells, rolling back onto the floor, palms face the wall, and go down and up. Push your lower back into the floor. Halfway. We're just going to hold our plank next. Dumbbells stay in line with your chest. Two, one, nice. 7 down, holding a plank. Remember, you can drop to your knees or elevate it from your box bench step. 2, 1, go. You can start one way and then modify. And if you need to, you can go into a down dog and then back into your plank. Whatever you need to do. You can take a 5-second break and then come back to it. That's okay. We've done a lot of core this week. Try to stay in one straight line when you're in plank from the back of your head to the back of your knees or your heels. My abdominals are shaking. 2, 1, done. We get a slightly longer break here. That was round 1. We're doing 3 rounds. 30 seconds. Oh. I always start out like super cold because it's only like lower 60s in the gym. But once I get moving, tell you what, fix your ponytail if it was like too low and you found yourself like when you were laying down, you were laying on the back of your pony. We're gonna start with the running, the high knee running in about 3, 2, 1, go. Pull those knees up, pull your abdominals in, like somebody was gonna come punch you in the stomach. You have to brace through your core. Don't suck it in, okay? We're not a vacuum cleaner. Halfway. You guys, I have heated socks on right now. That's a terrible idea. They're not even on and it's a terrible idea. 2, 1, down to the floor. Wait, we stand, underhand front raises. Palms face the front, shoulders down and back, and go. Keep those abdominals in. Slow, controlled movements. Take a couple seconds to breathe if you need a couple extra seconds. You guys, that's okay. Halfway. Five, we're not throwing the weights. We're controlling them. 2, 1, done. Down into the plank with the shoulder tap. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Wider stance in the legs and go. Now, wider stance is so you can keep your hips parallel to the floor, okay? The narrower your legs, the more challenging it's going to be to keep those hips parallel. Tuck your pelvis under, pull those abdominals in. We're going into the star jacks, or the jumping jacks, or the step jacks. 2, 1, nice. Very good. Remember, your level. 3, 2, 1, go. And you can try a couple of 1 and go back to the other. Stay tall. 5, going down to the floor. 2, 1, down to the floor. Dumbbells push together, lower back on the floor, overhead with straight arm. Go. Slow this down, control the movement. I know this is challenging. I know this is not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing this. It is not, and they are not. This is what sets you apart from everyone else. The effort you put in every single day. 2, 1, nice. Back to the plank. This time, dipping the hips, each side. 2, 1, go. Hip, dip. Hippie, dippy. Hippie, dippy, do. Here we go. And like I said, I'm kind of shifting my toes each time because they want to scooch backwards. Halfway. Drop down if you need to for a couple seconds, and then come back. We're going to our squat hops for the next exercise. 1. Squat and squeeze. Squat hop, squat jumps. Whatever you need to do for you today. Work as hard as you can. 2, 1, go. Shake it out, back down to the floor. Chest flies. Palms face each other. Push your back to the floor. And breathe. And go. Control this movement. Push your back into the floor. Fairly straight arms. You can touch the skin on the back of your arms to the floor if you can. We've got inchworms next. I know we're going through these fast. I know if you need a couple extra seconds to catch a breath, you can take it. And done. Roll up, get into your plank, inchworms, and go. Inch up, push those heels into the floor, and come back down into your plank. Push it up, stretch out those heels. You can have bend your knees too if you need to a little bit. We're really trying to stretch out the hamstrings, the back of the legs, and the glutes. Keeping the pressure through your shoulders and your chest. Just doing a little extra work here. We're going into burpees, and done. Remember, you can step out your burpees. 2, 1, go. And breathe. Yeah. Yep. Right there with you. Maybe we'll just lay down for just a second. We're starting with the running man in our third round. If you need to pause it, you can pause it for a sec. You guys, I forgot the exercises. We have to do chest presses. Okay. My bad. We're not going to re-record the whole thing, just so you know. In case you were curious, we're going to roll back and do chest presses for 30 seconds. And go. Roll back with your heavies. Keep the dumbbells in line with your chest. And push them up. Oh boy. After this exercise, we're going to hold the plank. Keep those dumbbells in line with your chest. And yes, I will still give you your longer break, even though we just took one. Because that was my fault. I needed a second or 15-ish. And done. Set the dumbbells down into the plank. 3, 2, 1, go. If your wrists start to bother you in this plank position, you can drop down onto your elbows. Keep your pelvis tucked under, not here, but here. Make that distance between your hip bones and ribcage a little bit smaller. And keep your elbows underneath your shoulders this time, if you're on your forearms. Give yourself a good base. Pull your upper body towards your lower body. Remember, we get a break. 2, 1, done. Okay. So remind me in the next round, first, fix my hair. Second, that we don't get to rest after the burpees. We have to go right into the chest presses. Okay? You guys are gonna remind me? We have 1 round of these exercises left, just 1. Not gonna say it's gonna be easy, because it's probably not gonna be. But we're gonna go in about 7 seconds. Starting with the running man. 2, 1, go. Try to pick those knees up. We're just out for a little stroll today. Pull the abdominals in. Halfway. Obviously my ponytail does not want to stay in my hair today. Palms face the front. Shoulders down and back. Abdominals in. Go. Lift and lower. I know you think your heart rate, you're standing in one spot. You'd think it'd come down a little bit more, but the more you do this, the better that'll get. But then you start to challenge yourself more by picking up your knees a little bit higher or not taking as many breaks. 2, 1, done. Or grabbing your dumbbells down to the floor, plank, shoulder tap, and go. Tuck that pelvis under. Try to keep the hips from shifting back and forth. I know they want to. I know they want to. That's natural. We just fight it, is all. We just fight it. Just like we fight gravity, we fight the fact that as we age, our muscle starts to deteriorate. It becomes more and more important as we get older to focus on strength training. 2, 1, done. Star jacks, jumping jacks, step jacks. 3, 2, 1, go. From here, we're going to go down to the floor for overhead pulls. Halfway. Whew. 2, 1. Overhead pull. Down to the floor. Push the dumbbells together. Fairly straight arm. Overhead go. Back is on the floor. Shoulder blades on the floor. If you can't go down this low, that's okay. Just keep working at it. Keep working at that range of motion. Everyone's a little bit different. Every single one of us has lived a little bit differently. 2, 1, nice. Good job. Back to a plank. This time plank rainbow. So, hips from side to side, and go. This one I like to keep my legs narrow. I find that it allows me to dip a little bit farther from side to side. You can also call these rainbows because we're making a rainbow with the hips. Utilizing your obliques. Did you know you have 2 sets of obliques? One, they run opposite directions. 2, 1, jump squats. Squat and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do a couple squat and squeezes. Then I'm going into my jumps. Arms stay in line with your chest, out. And back together. Push your back into the floor. Yep. It's hard for me too. Control. We're going to inchworms next. 2, 1, done. Set the weights down. Inchworms. 3, 2, 1, go. Stretch. This can be as slow as you need it to be. Take this time. Stretch and breathe. We're going into burpees next. Remember, you can step those burpees out. You can use your box as your step. Push yourself. 2, 1, on your feet. Last round. Burpees. 2, 1, go. My arms are dead. Halfway. Slow and control. That's halfway. Slow. Back on the floor. 2, 1. Put the weights down. Last exercise. We are holding a plank as long as you can. 2, 1, go. Holding plank. If your wrists are starting to bother, you can also come up onto your fists. That is an option. Here, hands underneath the shoulders. You need to drop down to your knees or take a couple seconds off. You can do that. I'll tell you when we have 8 seconds left, you can join us. 8, 5, 2, 1, and done. You guys, we are done. Woo! Is that good for anybody else or just me? Holy buckets. I have some droplets on the floor. I did. I dribbleted it on the floor. You guys, that was tough. Don't wear heated socks for your workouts, even if they're not on. It's a super bad idea. See, it's not even on. But the gym is so cold when I train people that I have to wear the socks, and then they all end up looking like me when they leave. And I'm still freezing cold. But you guys, that was a super tough workout. If you had to take extra breaks, that is absolutely fine. Always feel free to take a couple extra breaths if you need them, okay? We are doing the best we can for ourselves. We are on our own journey. We're here to support each other and be there for each other and cheer each other on. But we are the only ones that have lived our own lives and know what our bodies have been through and what they're capable of. So push yourself, continue to push yourself, but be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself. Spend a little extra time today stretching. If you would, that would be awesome. Drink plenty of water. We're going into the New Year's weekend. Maybe try, if you're going to drink alcohol this weekend, drink alcohol, then drink a glass of water or something non-alcohol. Then alcohol, just trade them off, okay? Just be smart, drink responsibly, have fun with your friends, enjoy your families, and I will see you in the new year.